Hi, awesome third graders. I am going to walk you through our first activity for today. It is under the writing section. So if you will look at our Friday schedule for today, you will notice that next to this green writing box, there is something called fancy words. And for writing today, we are going to be practicing our spelling words again, just because later this afternoon, you will be taking your spelling test on Spelling City. So once you're on our Friday schedule, you want to click fancy words on Seesaw, and then a rectangle box will appear, and you want to click on the blue letters. That will bring you to your Seesaw activity. All right, I'm going to go ahead and click Add Response to get started. So just like when we did the spelling pyramids a few days ago on Seesaw, you have a couple options. You can either use this template here to do fancy words, or option 2, it says you can complete the fancy word worksheet and post a picture of it. So your fancy word worksheet will look just like this. It's just like blank boxes that says fancy words. And you can find that in your third grade blue folder. It's one of the last packets in your folder that looks like this. Okay, so you want to then pull this out, and if you want to do it on paper, you can take a picture of it and then post it here. If you don't want to write it on paper, you can do it on Seesaw. That's what this template's here for. So I know some of you have lost your word sort, and that's okay. I put all of the words right here. And then I already sectioned off your 3 headings for this week: CVC short, CVCE long, and then oddball. So what you need to do for fancy words is you will write or type, depending on if you're on paper or in Seesaw, these words and sort them one last time. But the key is to make them look fancy. So you can type your words in fun colors and fonts to make it look special and interesting. So I'm going to show you how to do that on Seesaw. If you're doing it on paper, what I would suggest is try to write it different ways and in different colors. But on Seesaw, I can show you how to change the font and the color. So I am going to use the typing box. I'm just going to start with one of the ones that fit under that short CVC category, like the word gum. Okay, now how I change the size and the font and the color is what I'm going to do is click outside of that box until I see all of the circles that appear around it. I'm going to resize it to make it a little small. Okay, now if you see these 3 dots here right below your word, go ahead and click it, and there's going to be an option that says style. Hey, this is important. I can change the font of my word. You might not have known this. So I'm going to choose this font, makes it look a little different, and I'm going to change the color. So make sure you click the box, and then this color option will come up on the right-hand side. I'm going to make this word purple. Okay. Now, if you want to do another one, you can change up the font again. So our goal is to have all of these words sorted, but I want them all to look different fonts, different colors, change it up, and make it look fun. So I'm going to do one that has an E. I'm going to do note. And you will see that it now saved my color and my font from my first word. In order to change that, I still have to click those 3 dots and go to style. I'm going to now switch up to this font. Ooh, fancy. And I'm going to make this green. Okay, so you're going to continue to do that. Try changing up the fonts and sorting them. This will help you for your spelling test later because you're going to be typing your words on Spelling City. So if you type them or write them, you're going to get that practice in for spelling these words. When you are done doing this, make sure you either have this template filled out or a picture right here that you took because you did it on the packet. Remember, you don't have to do both. Either write it in the packet or use the Seesaw template. All right, have fun.